Hi, so welcome to video lesson number 3. Lesson number 3. Okay, so after variable separable, it's gonna be homogeneous differential equation. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, um, if it's not variable separable, then it must be homogeneous. So if you can remember your science in high school, we have two kinds of mixture. We have homogeneous and we have heterogeneous. Okay, and we have geneous. So when it's homogeneous, when we say homogeneous, okay, it means that homo, or I don't know, um, homogeneous yung parang pinaghalo mo yung orange at saka yung tubig. Hindi, yung powder ng orange juice at yung tubig. So, nagiging parang isa lang nakikita mo. So, that's homogeneous. On the other hand, heterogeneous ay yung makikita mo yung individual component. Let's say, halo-halo. So, sa halo-halo, makikita mo yung ice, makikita mo yung sago, makikita mo yung ube, makikita mo yung, di ba? So, yung kanina, parang heterogeneous yun kasi makikita mo yung individual component, madali mo masa-separate. Now, paano kapag hindi mo kaya i-separate yung orange juice, okay? Paano mo i-separate yung tubig at yung orange? So, ito yung homogeneous. So, it's gonna be, so, just like how we separate orange from water, mahirap. You have to use filter paper, okay, para ma-separate yung dalawa. Unlike heterogeneous o halo-halo, madali mo makukuha yung sago, madali mo makukuha yung ibang component niya. So, yun yung kanina. But, yun yung sa unang video. Pero, mahirap nga kapag homogeneous. So, you have to use a special trick. And, I believe na isa sa mga mahirap na part ng DE itong homogeneous because there are so many algorithms or there are so many steps involved or process. So, what makes a homogeneous DE homogeneous? Well, obviously, hindi mo ma-separate yung X from Y. Okay? So, do we have a test for that? I mean, can we test if a DE is homogeneous? Well, yes, we can test if a function or if a differential equation is homogeneous. And I'm going to teach you that test. Okay? So, let's say, for example, this function. Well, let's try this one. Y to the fourth minus x y cube. Okay, let's say 0. So the question is, can we try if this function is if this equation is a variable, if this is a variable separable? Well, it is variable separable, but you know, okay, pangit na example. Okay, trial lang. Meron kasing test, okay? So the test goes like this. So you replace you replace x with rx and you replace y with ry. Okay? Now, the goal is very simple. If you can manipulate the function, okay, this function, okay, this function, if you can manipulate the function in a way that you can go back to the original one after substituting, that it is homogeneous. Okay, so let's try this one. So again, y is ry. Okay, so it's gonna be ry raised to the fourth. So take note, hindi pa ito yung process ha, testing pa lang ito. So minus rx and then ry cube equals to 0. Okay, so it's gonna be r fourth y fourth minus rx r cube y cubed. Okay. So r4, y4 minus, so this one is 3, this is one is 1, so gonna be r4 x y cube 0. Oh, okay, so may napapansin ba kayo? Okay, so if you can see, okay, nakabalik ba tayo sa original? Oo, nakabalik tayo sa original. Because, ito yung parang ano, ito yung tatawag na degree. Okay, so what's gonna be the degree? Well, it's degree of 4. But, the point here is this. If we can go back to the original one, then then it's gonna be a it is a homogeneous differential equation. So that's only the test. Okay, so hindi pa yun yung totoo. Hindi pa yung actual, sorry. Hindi pa yung actual. Okay, so let's try an example. So dito sa aking ito yung ginagamit ko ng review ako noon. So ang laman niya mga ang laman niya mga steps. So steps. Okay. So let's say what? Let's try 3x cubed plus minus 2 x y squared plus 4y squared cubed. Okay. So let's try the test. Okay. So again, x is rx, y is ry. Okay. So 3rx cubed minus 2rx ry squared plus 4ry cubed is equal to 0. Okay. So gonna be 3r3 x cubed minus 2r cubed x y squared plus 4r cubed y cubed is equals to 0. So we have a degree of 3. Okay, so we have r3. So this is homogeneous as well. Okay, homogeneous din ito. So yeah, so let's try the real thing. So that's the testing. Okay, that's how to test. Let's try a real thing. So let's find an example here. We have an example. Okay, so we have an example here. Okay, so we have, mukhang kukulangin tong drawing ko. So we have x cubed minus x squared y plus y squared dx minus xy dy is equals to 0. Okay, first things first. Do you think this is variable separable? No. Okay, obviously this is not variable separable. You want to know why? Okay, the reason why this is not variable separable is because if you're going to divide them, if you're going to divide if you're going to separate this one, okay, so kapansin nyo, diba, dx, so dapat puro dx lang, eh meron tayong y squared. So anong gagawin nyo dyan? Wala kayong magagawa dyan. Hindi nyo mas-separate yan. So that's the reason why this is somehow like a homogeneous, because you cannot really distinct it. You can't really separate it. Okay? Well, on the other hand, this one is very easy. This one is very easy. But this one is not. So that is why you're going to do variable. This is now already homogeneous DE. Now, i-try natin i-test, no? So, test natin, babalik pa rin tayo sa original function. Tingnan nyo lang. So again, x is rx, y is equals to ry. Okay? So it's gonna be Rx cubed minus, sorry, Rx squared, we have Ry plus Ry squared dx minus Rx Ry dy equals 0. Haba ng DE, no? So, try natin simplify or ibabalik sa dati. So, this is going to be R cubed x cubed. This is going to be minus R squared x squared multiplied by R. So, it's going to be R cubed x squared y plus R squared y dx minus R squared x y dy equals 0. So if you can notice, okay, we see the same original function on both left and original function. So we see x cubed here, we see x squared y here, we see y squared, so we have y squared here, and we see xy here. It's just basically the same. So this is homogeneous. Okay, so how to solve this, Sir Ikal? Okay, so I'm going to teach you the process. So there are steps. Okay, so sabi dito, step number 1. Step number 1 for this is step 1. Step 1 is let y is equals to bx and x is equals to vy. Alright. Okay, sorry. Hindi kasi na yung rule. Okay, so sabi dito sa rule, okay, sa steps, let y is equals to vx if dy is simpler, else x is equals to u y when dx is simpler. Okay, so what does it mean? So as you can remember, mx dx plus ny dy was 0. So ito yung sa variable separable. So kung napapansin nyo sa variable separable, at pinapansin lang natin ay yung kasama dito, diba? So as for the homogeneous, ang titingnan nyo lang naman ay yung kasama ng dx, okay, at kasama ng dy. So sabi dito, you will have a decision. Okay, so if dy is simpler, you use y is equals to vx. Else, if dx is simpler, use x is equals to uy. Now, if we're going to look at these two, ang haba-haba ng dx, ang ikli lang ng dy. So, which is simpler, dy or dx? Yeah, it's gonna be dy. Okay? So, since that is the case, you're going to use y is equals to vx. Okay. So, let y is equals to vx. So, lahat ng y magiging vx. Okay? So, it's gonna be x cubed minus x squared v x plus v squared y squared, okay, dx minus x v x v y is equals to 0. So what's the next step? Okay, separate now. Okay, so we're going to distribute dx inside. So we have x cubed dx minus x cubed. Okay, so minus v x cubed plus vx cubed, yeah, dx plus v squared y squared dx minus v x squared dy is equals to 0. Okay. Now, what's really interesting is that we have a remaining dy here in this section. So, what I forgot to mention is that there is another one. So there is an addition to this one. Okay. So, let's erase this kasi masyado nang masikip. We use y is equals to vx because dy is simpler. Right? So, we're going to differentiate this one. We're going to differentiate this one because we want it to we're going to substitute it to this dy section here. Kasi else, you're not going to go anywhere. Okay? So, dy. So, use dy is equals to, says here, v dx plus x dv. So, i-differentiate this one. So, naalala nyo, ito yung parang multiplication sa differential calculus. So, it's gonna be the function of xy equals to x dy plus y dx. So, for example, okay, let's say x e raised to x. Okay? So, same procedure lang din naman. So, gonna be x, differential nito. Ang differential niyan ay x e raised to x. Okay? Plus, ito, e raised to x, differential niyan ay 1. So, the result is x squared e raised to x plus e raised to x. So, obviously, that's gonna be x squared. Factor out natin. Factor out natin. It's gonna be e raised to x, x squared plus 1. Okay. So, ganyan. So, going back. Okay, para ma-convince kayo, siguro balikan natin yung ano. Ask natin si Google yung differentiation equation. Okay. Differential formulas. That equation, grabe yung ibigay sa akin. So, ito yun. So, this one. Okay, so if you're going to differentiate this one, you're going to have g f So okay naman interchange. It's okay. Um it's multiplication anyway. So it's okay. So yun yung same technique. Now, going back here, so we're going to substitute y, vx, and then dy. Okay, so we only have dy here. Oh, but delete. We have dy here. Okay, so we're going to put that dy here. So x, lilitan ko lang. Mahaba kasi ang homogeneous. So x cubed, x dx. Oh wait, ang bura ko na lang. Diretso ko na lang. Tadadun. Okay. So, b dx plus x dv equals to 0. Okay, so pasok na natin. It's gonna be x cubed dx minus v x cubed dx plus v squared y squared dx minus, okay, so we have v squared x squared dx, so we have minus v x cubed dv. It's 2, 0. Alright, so let's inspect if we see something that is similar. Oh, bakit may y pa dito? Iwan ko yung y. Kami na yung y. X cubed dx minus vx cubed dx plus v squared. Okay, no, hindi na to v squared. Okay. Eraser. So you have to be really careful. So y squared is v squared x squared v squared x squared v squared x squared. Okay, so you see something. So what's really interesting is that sa homogeneous DE, okay, kapag ginawa niyo yung substitution at merong nawala, so it means tama yung ginawa niyo. So ito kasi yung lagi ko hinahanap ko, yan, may mawawala dapat. So add that on, it's gonna be 0. So we only have x cubed dx minus v x cubed dx minus vx cubed dv is equals to 0. So what's the next step? Okay, so separate. Can we separate this one? Oh yeah, we can separate them. So what do I see? So what I see is we see this. Okay. Next is we're going to perform the variable separable. Now, if you can remember, inga. So what's interesting is that if you can't do it's separable, then it's homogeneous. And after doing this manipulation we just did, at biglang meron kang na minus, okay? So yun lang yung palatandaan eh. Kapag merong nawala, okay, merong nag-zero doon sa ginagawa mo, tama ka. After nun, babalik ka na naman sa separable DE. Okay? So yun yung sunod na step. Now, separable DE again, separate x from y. In this case, separate x from v. Okay? So, we have to think of how we can separate v from this one and x from this one. Because if you're going to see or inspect, this is very easy. How about this one? Okay? So, looking at this, we can see that the common is x cubed and dx. So, labas natin. So, x cubed dx multiplied by 1 minus v minus v x cubed dv is equals to 0. Okay, so can we separate it now? Yes. Okay, so first divide both sides by x cubed. Okay, so para ma-cancel out ito. So we have dx, cancel, cancel. Oh, minus, okay, v, oh sorry, 1 minus v minus v dv equals to 0. Okay, so may kasama pa ang dx which is yung 1 minus dv. So, divided by 1 minus v. Okay, so dx minus v over 1 minus v dv is equals to 0. Whew! Okay, so are we done yet? No, we're not done yet. Sorry. So, ito yung medyo mahaba. Ito talaga yung problema sa DE. Masyado siyang mahaba. Lalo yung homogeneous. Okay. So, delete natin to. Para may space tayo. Wag na lang. Wag na lang. Sayang. So, next slide na lang tayo. Okay. So, going back, i-rewrite ko na lang pangit. So, we have v 1 minus v dv. Okay? So, again, second step for in the sa variable d is we're going to integrate. Okay? So, integrate natin. So, we know that integrate the integral of dx is x. How about for this one? Okay. V minus 1 minus v dv is equals to, okay. Alright, so this is a bit tricky. Let u, no, not let u. Okay, so can we try this one? Manipulate. So, gawin ko na yung kulay. So, let u is equals to v. Or, we arrange this one. So, magiging 1 over 1 minus v. Okay? So, pasok natin sa loob. Magiging v minus 1. So, minus 1 plus 1. So, 0. So, 0, v raised to 0. Okay. V raised to 0 is basically 1. Okay. Alright. No. Okay. Okay, what's the trick? Okay. V 1 minus v dv integral of 0. What's the integral of v minus 1 minus v? Okay. Let u is equals to 1 minus v. dv is equals to 1. Du is equals to 1 dv. And dv is equals to du. Okay. So, alright. So, okay. So, x minus integral of, okay. So, if you can see here, the value of v, okay, v is basically, okay, going back here, going to be v 1 minus u. Okay. So, v is equals to 1 minus u. So, we have v is equals to 1 minus u over u du. Okay. So, now, okay, so this is okay now. So we can finally do something about this one. This one. If you can see, this is fractional form, so we can separate the numerator from the denominator. So side note lang ha. So this is, we can do this like this. So gonna be integral of 1 over u minus integral of u over u du. Okay, so we can obviously this is going to be ln function of u. Okay, and for this one we have basically 1, so we have u. Okay, so ito ay magiging x minus ln of u minus u is equals to c. Okay, so kanina nag-substitute tayo, so we go back. So our v is 1 minus u. Okay, so x ln 1 minus u. Wait lang. Okay, so u pala. Okay, 1 minus v minus 1 minus v equals to c. Okay. Alright, so that's it. Okay, so and we're not done yet because this is the actual value of v is x minus y. Okay, so the actual value of v is sorry, value of v is y over x, y over x. Sorry po. So that's y over x. So going back, okay, so the answer is x minus ln 1 minus y over x minus 1, oh sorry, minus 1 minus y over x also c. Simplify. Simplify na natin, magulo eh. X minus ln 1 minus y over x, so minus 1 y over x also c. Damn, ang gulo. but this is the answer. Okay. Now, medyo magulo to. No, medyo magulo yung part na to because this is already complex. I don't want to introduce yung mga magulo-gulong part. So, I only I help you do this by manipulating the equation, manipulating the function. So, good. So, okay. So, ano pa nangyari? Medyo mabilis sa pangyayari. Ulitin ko lang. Okay. So, ayusin ko lang. Ba't kasi nagsimula agad si Sir Ikaw sa mahirap na example? Okay. Okay. So, yung papansin nyo kanina is integral of v minus v dv. Okay, so napakahirap ito i-integrate. Kung gagamitan nyo yung parang kodigo, yung sa book ni Thurman Peterson, magagawa nyo to kasi meron talagang straightforward na sagot. Pero, paano kapag wala ka nun? Okay, so, ang technique kasi lagi ganito. So, di ba lagi tayo nagaganon? Let u. So, isipin nyo muna. So, ito magagawin kong u. Kung gagawin mo u yan, okay, so, di-differentiate nyo yan, magiging dv lang yan. So, parang walang nangyari. So, this is not useful. Okay? This is not useful for you. But, if you choose a different u, different story na rin. Because du is equals to 0, then 1. So, okay, so minus, mali pala ako kanina, minus 1 dv. Okay, so on the other hand, we also have the idea that v using this one, okay, so v could also be, wait, ang bobo ko, plus na yun, 1. So v is equals to 1 minus u. Okay, so v is equals to 1 minus u. Now, try to substitute this one. Okay, so try to substitute. So integral of rv is now 1 minus u, and ru is 1 minus v. This is going to be du, but it's going to be a negative 1. Okay? So, pwede naman natin ipasok in actually dito. So, minus 1 and then du. So, simplify na lang natin. So, magiging u minus 1 over u du. So, ito, maalala nyo, pwedeng hiwalayin yan. So, parang 1 plus 3 over 5 yan. Pwede yan maging 1/5. 1/5 plus 3 over 5. Pwede yan. Okay. So, going here, so it's gonna be integral of u over u du minus integral of 1 over u du. So, this one, cancel out. Okay, so it's going to be u na lang yan. Ito naman is minus ln of u. Okay, and since we already know that our u is 1 minus v, so it's gonna be 1 minus v minus ln of 1 minus v. Okay, so yeah. Oh wait, plus c. Plus c. So yung kanina, palitan nyo na sign. So, yeah, mahirap talaga yung homogeneous na part kasi haba talaga niya. Mahaba talaga siya. Okay, so, try natin isang example pa, ano. Yung simple naman. Hirap naman nun. Okay, so, okay, madaling na example. Ang hirap naman eh. Wala naman madaling example. Okay. Homogeneous. Easy. Oh, ayos. So, let's try this one. 2x dy x plus y dx. So, let's try this one. X dy is equals to x plus y dx. Okay? So, hindi to separable kasi meron tayong plus sign. So, hindi mo ma-separate yung x at saka y. So, you do the same method. So, looking at the 2, ayusin mo na muna. 2x dy, okay, minus x plus y dx is equals to 0. So, looking at this, ang hirap, no? Kasi parehong simple. Pero mas simple talaga ito. So, ibig sabihin, if we dy is simple, again, remember, y is dx. And dy is equals to b dx plus x dv. Okay? So, substitute natin. So, 2x or dy, so, 2x or dy is v dx plus x dv minus x plus v x equals to 0. Now, distribute So we have 2vx dx plus 2x squared dv. So we have minus x dx plus not plus. So it's going to be minus vx dx is equals to 0. Vx. Okay. So we have may mawawala dapat, no? So walang nawala dito. So mangyari lang magiging vx dx. So ito yun, no? Okay? So ito plus 2x squared dv minus x dx equals to 0. Now, can we separate this? Okay, arrange ko lang. So we're going to arrange this in a way that we can separate it. So vx dx minus x dx plus 2x squared dv is equals to 0. Now, looking at this, can we separate this one? Well, there is a common yung x dx. So we separate this is going to be v minus 1 x dx plus 2x squared dv is equals to 0. Alright, so okay, separable na. Okay. But for that, delete lang natin so masyadong mahaba. Okay, so ito naman natin ito. Alright, so divide both sides by 1 over 1 minus b. So we have, samahan na rin natin ng 2. Oh wait, ayoko ng ganun. X squared na lang. So cancel out. So we have dx over x. For this one, we have plus 2 over v minus 1 dv is equals to 0. Tama? Tama. Okay, now na nahiwalay natin. So we perform integration. Okay, so this is ln of x. This is plus 2 integral of dv v minus 1 plus 2 c. Okay, focus muna tayo dito. Ito na naman papahirap sa buhay natin. Ito. Okay, now going back, this is going to be integral of, okay, can we use u? Okay, let's try. So let u is equals to v minus 1. So du is equals to 0 dv. Okay, we can. So this is going to be integral of 1 over u du. Okay, and this is ln. So it will be ln of x plus 2 ln of u. Ang our u is v minus 1. Okay, it's equals to c. So if you're going to look at this one, we can, okay, logarithmic rule or logarithmic exponents, logarithmic, yeah. It's going to be ln of v minus 1 squared minus c. Okay, so since this is a plus of logarithms, we can say it's multiplication. So ln, alalahanin yung algebra ko, ln x v minus 1 squared, okay, plus c equals to c. But is this the answer? No, because we forgot that we almost forgot that y is equals to vx and v is equals to y over x. So substitute natin dito yan sa v. Okay, so the real answer is, so the final answer is ln x y over x minus 1 squared is equals to C. That's it. Okay, so let's try to press tayong sagot.
So let's try. So let's divide both sides by dy, and then we can view it as the negative 1 in front of the natural log expression x. And then it's going to be square root x, or x to the 1/2, which I'll leave it as x to the 1/2 for now. Now c, I'm going to put a natural log.
Okay. So, ang strategy niya kasi ganito. So, either way, pareho lang naman yan. Kasi mapansin nyo, we did the same thing. Okay. We did the same thing here. Did the same thing here. So, so siya minus 1 minus v. Well, okay, pwede naman yun. Kasi kapag na-multiply ka ng negative 1, babalik ka rin sa dati. Yun ang ginawa niya. Okay. Nag-multiply ka sa dati, kaya babalik sa dati. So, parang ganun. So, paras lang yan. So, ganun lang din ang sagot. Paras lang din kami ng sagot. Iba lang nga itsura. Iba lang nga itsura. So, paras lang yun. So, ano ba talaga, sir? Actually, sa math kasi, marami talaga itsura. Mapapansin nyo, there are many forms. There are many ways or many forms in a mathematical equation or a mathematical function. So, pwedeng iba-iba itsura. But the answer is the same. For example, who would have thought that y raised to 2 can also equivalent to 1 over 1, this one. No? So, di mo isipin parehas sila kasi, sir, paano sila magiging pareho negative ito. So, I mean, parang ganun. So, it's exactly the same thing. It's like like this, okay? So, it's basically like v plus 1, or it's basically going to be v minus 1. So, it's the same. So, ipapansin nyo kanina, ito, ganito din naman yun. Parehas lang naman. Ipapansin nyo. So, parehas lang naman yun. So, nagtataka kayo, sir, ano pa talaga dapat ang tamang sagot? Okay. Ang tamang sagot ay wala talagang itsura. Wala talagang eksaktong itsura. Kasi pwedeng magbago-bago yan. Because you can manipulate the function para magkaparehas sila. Now, paano tayo magkakaroon ng parehas ng sagot? Let me give you a tip. I'm not looking at the final answer. I'm looking at how you did the process. Kasi kapag mali yung, I don't know if nasabi na sa inyo dati yung mga teacher ito. Because we're not actually looking for the final answer, because the final answer can vary. So what we are looking for, is the inconsistency and mistake in the process. Because we believe, or we already know, because we know that kapag may mali kayo sa process along the way, so mali ang sagot nyo. Okay? Unless minagic nyo. So, yung mga biglang nagkukopya, ito yung tamang sagot, yun naman. So, kaya yun ang reason kung bakit hindi ko tinitingnan ang final answer. Kasi, titingnan ko talaga yung process. Kung tama yung process, okay, walang problema doon. Tama yan. Either way, tama yan. Kahit magkaiba yung tama yan. So, I hope that's clear. So, that's homogeneous TE. So, medyo hirap yung homogeneous TE, kaya maraming may ayaw dyan sa topic na yan. Kasi mahirap talaga siya, mahaba. But all you need to have is patience, okay? Patience lang and practice, and then, practice lang, patience, at saka yung skill nyo sa integral, i-review nyo yung integral nyo. Review nyo talaga yung integral nyo kasi mahirap talaga integration compared sa differentiation. So, so that's it. So, that's it for the video.